Hey everyone, it's Jason. I'm going to go over some other components for the Jetpack Joyride game based off the hit tablet game. I have another video that I've done which kind of explains how to play it. So if you're interested, check out that. You can learn how to play. This one's just going to show off the various cards and tiles that were in the game. I'll also have another video showing off all the expansions that came out. The expansions may or may not be Kickstarter. I know that some of the deluxe stuff and the party ones are. The two other expansions, which were Lucky Berry and Vehicles, might come to retail. I'm not for sure on that. I'm checking. I hope they'll find out soon. But yeah, so I'm going to do these videos. Check out those two if you want to see some more information on the game. So to start off, we have all of our different tiles. Alright, I'm going to zoom in on these. So like I said in the other video, all the tiles, there are 4 sectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each player gets one. It's a 4-player game unless you get one of the expansions that adds more cards. You can play up to 6 players. But you're going to have your coins, if you want to try and collect. Your various hazards, which are shaded purple, like the missiles and the zappers. There are scientists, which some of the various cards have to do with doing that or getting near misses. Every card is double-sided, so that way you get double the value out of every card. So we're just going to look through these 4 quick. I don't need to spend a ton of time. Let's say this one here has a ton more missiles, but no zappers. And it looks like most of them all have 5 coins. So this one here has a bunch of straight zappers versus the diagonal ones. And then we got some Sector 2s. So it's looking like what they did try and do is put at least 5 coins in every sector, as well as 1 scientist. Scientists will always be on the bottom. So if you have any missions or gadgets that work with scientists, you're going to want to plan on aiming towards that bottom spot. Section 3 is the white caves, the lava caves. Now these are getting some more longer zappers. Which like the first section you only had 2 spots. Now you're getting some that take up 3 spots. A little bit harder to dodge around. Section 4. This is the underwater laboratory. You'll really get the feel of having to go like the up and down, which will feel a lot like the game, the tablet game. The only one bigger difference is that you have the option of fixing your mistakes, as well as you can go backwards. Like you can't go backwards in the other game very much. So now these are, that little hazard symbol up here, these are the hard mode cards. So they had 4 of these, so each player can play with 1. So they replace Sector 1. So if you want to start off with a hard mode, this is either you can just make a hard mode for people, or if you have like a more experienced player versus a newer player, the more experienced player can start off with a hard mode card. Just make it more difficult, or be a little bit more fair. So again, it still has the 5 coins, but there's a lot less of them next to each other. And again, these are all double-sided as well. Now that's one thing that makes it a little bit harder, because all the coins are spread out. So you can't gather the coins as quickly. And then you have something like this, where if you want this coin, you're going to have to go up like this, down and around. Like if you had something there, you could do that. And then I'm not even sure. That one wouldn't even work. I'm not even sure which tile you would play to get that one. But yeah, that's what you'd have to do. Or you go like way over here and then play like that, and then play another one to try and come back over. So you could do that, come like this, you go like this, and then exit back out. To get your coins, you get your scientists. But yeah, that makes it a little bit more difficult if you want to try and get all them coins. There's that one. Should probably go through these guys a little bit quicker, but that's alright. And then the other hard mode ones are for section 4. So maybe sometime they'll release an expansion that has hard modes for sections 2 and 3. That way you can play a full hard mode. There's probably nothing preventing you from laying all 4 hard modes next to each other, or playing all 4 sector ones next to each other. It's just that's not how the game was designed. But that's always the fun of games, especially board games. Board games, card games versus a video game, is you can break rules. Alright, we're going to look over the missions quick. The missions have these little biohazard type symbol on the back. So again, with all the missions, they're going to have the stars, which are what you get if you complete them. Multiple players can complete them. So it's not, except for like missions, obviously escape the lab unless 2 people happen to play a tile at the exact same time. The little symbol in the top here that has like the no scientist or the scientist repel card. This just means it's not available for solo mode. That's all that means. Complete 3 sectors. I'm just going to stack these on top of each other. Collect 5 coins in a sector. Now, you only get this once. If you get 5 coins in all 4 sectors, you're only getting it once. So, once you've achieved it once, you don't have to try and rush to achieve it again. Collect no coins complete in a sector. Rub your head on the roof for 10 blocks. It does not have to be consecutive. Run 10 blocks on foot. So that's 10 tiles, you just have to be touching the bottom, and the roof is 10 on the top. Don't touch the roof and the floor in a completed sector. Near miss all obstacles in a sector. That one could be really difficult to get, but it's also worth 5 stars. Come back to a sector you've already completed, so that means weaving and then making at least 1 tile come back in. Place 4 full tiles in 1 sector. Don't harm, so don't cover up any scientists, just avoid the scientist. High 5, near miss a scientist, and again, a near miss, for example, this card here. So right here, I am near missing this coin, or this rocket. I am near missing this scientist, and I'm also near missing this zapper up here because I'm one tile away from him. That's all a near misses. Don't go down in a complete sector. That one could be very difficult. Kind of trying to stay straight across the top. Or if you start at the bottom, just go up. And this should be the opposite. Don't go up in a completed sector. Now again, this means a completed sector. So if you are one tile away from placing your last, or from finishing off that sector and someone wins the game, you don't get that reward. Use at most 2 tile shapes in a complete sector. So only using 1 or 2 different shapes. So if I pick this guy and this guy, if I only use either only these or only one of these or only both of these, I can use 4 of the same one, that's fine. I just can't use more than 2 different tiles. Leave sector at the same level you entered it. So that would be, if I came in on this one, the second tile down, I would have to try and leave on this one over here, which means I could do something like this, play another one there and leave there. That's all that means. And the last mission card is near miss an obstacle from all 4 sides. That'd be surrounding it. So it'd be possibly easier to do with like a missile or a coin, something like that, because they're just 1 square tile versus a zapper that's 4 or 6 tiles. So now we're going to look at all the gadgets. They have the nice little blue controller on the back. Flying Pig gets you 3 stars for every 8 coins you collect. Coins collected can also involve, if you get them from another card, like another gadget, or in some of the other mode or expansion modes where you might have a different mission or something else that gets you coins. 1 star for every near miss from the front. Before you start a run, place 2 tiles in your lab. You notice both of these will have the no solo mode because you start off easier. Before the run starts, grab 2 tiles, place them in your lab after your run ends. So after somebody wins, you can place 2 more tiles. Freeze-O-Matic, freeze your opponents and place 1 tile in your lab. So basically you say, like, freeze, and then everyone has to stop playing until you play your tile. So it kind of gives you a little bit more time to figure out 1 tile. Gemology, 1 star for every 3 coins you collect. And like I said in the how to play video, the orange ones are meant to be for the easier ones to do. So they're saying you like a beginning player might want to take these. It's like this one, Missile Jammer, lets you fly through missiles. The Zapper, you can fly through zappers. The Air Berries, plus 2 star for every jump off of the floor. So touching the floor and then leaving. The Gravity Belt, 2 stars for every drop off the roof. Flash just gets you 4 stars. I mean, he's just a good ally to have. The Coin Magnet, collect coins you near miss, so this would get you extra coins. That's one of the examples I was saying before. Now the blue ones are a little bit harder. You get plus star for each scientist you don't touch. So it's maybe not so hard to miss a scientist because there's only 1, but it is something you have to actively avoid trying to do. Plus 1 star for every tile you use, the same as your final tile. The Bubblegum Jetpack just gets you 3 coins. And a Fruit Jetpack, 1 star for each tile that does not cover a coin. So if you're basically avoiding coins, you can get more stars. And there's a bunch of the different tiles. Yeah, the other thing it comes with is the score pad. Again, this is the 6-player score pad. It came with the deluxe version, so The regular box set might only have one that has up to 4 players, or it might just be the same thing and they just leave it. They only made 1 copy. I'm not sure. That is the game, so check back in with me. I will be doing another video that's going over all the expansion stuff. See you guys later. Bye.